Alright, so we got some news that I didn't get to talk about last night, even though it got announced. Basically, and we got some more news regarding today about a certain character in the Marvel Universe, and that is Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist, there is going to be Iron Fist No More and a new Iron Fist. Someone else in the Marvel Universe is taking over the title of the immortal Iron Fist from Danny Rand. Now, Danny Rand is apparently not dying, but he is looks like he's packing it in. He's no longer going to be the chosen one. And there's going to be a new one, and I got a good idea as to who it is. I've got a pretty good idea, and I could be wrong, but I do have a theory as to who it could be. So let's talk about some pieces put together before I talk about my theory. Basically, first and foremost, the major thing you have to look at is that this is coming off the events of Devil's Reign, which is the new Chip Zdarsky Daredevil-centric event in Marvel Comics coming very soon. Now, the big thing with this is that this is, for those who don't know, Elektra is currently Daredevil, and Matt Murdock is still in prison. Matt Murdock is still, like, a fugitive. He's still an inmate. He's still in prison, kind of. There's a whole lot to it. But Zdarsky has said that Elektra's going to be Daredevil for a while. And I really like Elektra as Daredevil. I think Elektra as Daredevil is really badass. And it's also, like, it's her trying to prove that, you know, that she can be better. Like, she can be a better person, but she's still just kind of broken. Like, Elektra is still kind of a broken person, no matter what. Now, the thing you have to look at with this is that what's going to happen to Matt? Well, I personally believe the next Iron Fist is Matt Murdock. I think Matt Murdock is no longer going to be Daredevil for a while, because this is Marvel, and he is going to take over the title. He's going to take over Danny's title as Iron Fist. Now, it's kind of funny. Now, keep in mind, it's not 100% sure. We're not certain. But the vague Marvel teasers, as the real Manos would call them, basically have, like, images of, like, people blocked out. And it does look like a human being, like a male. It does look like a male human character. And it does, like, have the body signature of a character who looks a lot like Matt. And yeah, we now know that thanks to the solicits post Devil's Reign, Elektra is still going to be Daredevil for at least a little bit longer. So why do I think Matt Murdock is the guy who is Matt Murdock is going to be the next Iron Fist? Well, for a multitude of reasons. One being is that it's kind of funny in a cosmic sort of way that if this is true, that Matt becomes Iron Fist, because Iron Fist actually took on the Daredevil role for a short time in the Bendis run. So maybe Zdarsky and the Marvel crew are kind of harkening back to that by making him the new Iron Fist, again, if this is real. Now, the other thing is that you may be thinking, wait, now hold on, he can't alter his chi like that. Matt can't do that. He has learned how to steady his breathing and harness his chi, not just from teachings from Danny, but also he learned some stuff from Stick and the Chaste, even some really forbidden shit from the Hand. Remember, a lot of people seem to forget that he learned some really fucked up shit during his training and when he was Master of the Hand. That was a thing. I know we all want to forget Shadowland, but shit prior to Shadowland was actually pretty fucking interesting. Anyway, so that's the thing you have to look at, is that Daredevil, in theory, could do this. And could he, like, harness that kind of power? Yeah. There's also a good chance... now, obviously, to be the Iron Fist, he would have to kill the immortal dragon Shao Lao. And that's actually something I'd love to see, of, like, Matt going... like, this actually, if this is true, this could actually be how Matt rebuilds his life. Because Matt's in a really shitty point. And I'm not talking just in prison, but, like, there's other stuff. If you read, if you've read the Chip Zdarsky run, which is probably one of the best Daredevil runs I've ever read, I want to really collect all the volumes. I really want to collect all the volumes. I've just been reading and just... Because I used to actually collect the issues month by month, but financial reasons I had to stop doing that, so I actually want to get the trades and collect all the trades and read those. But yeah, so Matt Wood kind of needs a rebuild in his life right now, and going on this quest to face Xiao Lao and take on the Immortal Iron Fist title could actually be in his favor. Like, that could actually be something in his life. Now, obviously, the other thing is that you're born with the Iron Fist. You have to be born with it. So that's the other thing, is that the Iron Fist is part of the Rand family. So that's going to be a problem. Now maybe Danny, when he quits, he passes on that... Maybe somehow he passes on his chi to Matt, or Matt just takes on that title and is like, fuck the Iron Fist, I got my own power, I'll just use my own skills. Because Matt would literally do something that stupid, because Matt's self-destructive like that. So, yeah, again, I could be totally wrong, but I think that's where they're going. Matt's not going to be Daredevil for after Devil's Reign, it looks like. He's not going to be, like, wanting to stay in New York. Obviously, his identity's out. And I imagine post-Kingpin, it's going to be a very shit world for a while. Furthermore, this actually makes a lot of sense, because he has the training, the skill, and the know-how. Now, obviously, he couldn't use the chi, but maybe he could Marvel could probably find a way to finagle it to have it that way, because comics can be malleable in any form. Yeah, there is a lot of evidence to prove that Matt Murdock could take on the title of Iron Fist, at least for a while. Now, the question is, what's going to happen to Danny? Why does Danny not want to be Iron Fist anymore? What happened? I guess we'll find out in the events of post-Devil's Reign, because this comic does not come out till February of next year, so we've got a couple months to wait. Anyway, so that's just my theory. I just threw it out there, and how many times have I been wrong on theories before? Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the idea of Matt Murdock possibly becoming the next Iron Fist? Would you guys be okay with that? Would you guys not be? And what do you think of the end of Iron Fist? Are you guys interested? Are you guys not? And who do you think in the Marvel Universe could take on the title? If not Matt, who do you think could take on the title of the Immortal Iron Fist? Like, do you think it should be somebody else? Do you think it could be... Like, the only other person I could see as in the title of the Immortal Iron Fist is Shang-Chi. Really, because that's the dude who even Danny has said, I don't want to fight that guy. Out of all the people, I love that, because I remember reading one comic where Danny was talking to Luke, and he said, the one guy I never want to fight in my life, Shang-Chi. I will never fight that guy. So could you imagine actually, that could be a thing, because Shang-Chi does know how to manipulate his chi. So if it's not Matt, I'm just kind of leaning towards Matt, because there's a lot of evidence and a lot of, like, stuff. But now that I think about it, the runner-up could be Shang-Chi, because he does know how to use his own chi. Not in the way Iron Fist does, but he does know how to manipulate his chi energy, and he's been spiritually empowered in the recent comics. So, yeah, it could be... I still think it could be Matt, but now that I think about it, Shang-Chi could actually be the next Iron... there's a lot of good evidence to say Shang-Chi could be the next Immortal Iron Fist. But let me know in the comments below, who do you think could be the next Iron Fist, and what do you think is going to happen to Danny Rand? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.